Even on that, I don't think I'm off next few days, but I'll be. All right, let's get just a little bit of warming up here. Everybody spread out. I think we can start on our back. So a lot of involves some different kind of bridging and escape. So one of the escapes, and we'll look at it again today, is just to go this. Okay, so look, I'm grabbing my wrist like we did last week on that throw. So imagine somebody's got your utensil here. All right, come here. So here's kind of the idea. Okay, look. See how I grab it? I want to pull them into me. I'm going to bridge straight up here. Okay, so think about that's a symmetrical bridge. Both of my hips are coming up. Okay, so here, squeeze your grip, raising and pulling your arms almost like a overhead raise. I'll do that for head balls. So let's do that about 20 times. That's it, 5 minutes. Good. Okay. Another couple of right is we will walk our hip side. Okay. From here, just depends on what they do. Right. But think about this: spin on your back, spin on your side. Spin on your back, spin on your side. That's a good base right there. Okay. Spin on your back. All right. All right, good. So just some good head mobility to think about. All right. Let's get into just like reviewing a little bit some of the stuff we did to get into this class. Throw will be attached. Okay. Well, look, we talked about, like what side we would want to throw in. Okay. So if I'm underhooked on this side, coming under and tapping this one. Okay. That kind of reduces his ability to post. Now from here, it's my leg going back and down. Okay. So I'm left side underhook. Come in. Now, this is a little detail. The more I turn and look, the more we talked about this show a little bit. Going Same idea. I tell my forearm a little there and kind of mitigate. When we do this throw, the next transition is the arm over shot. So where it's not here, I back up. I want that shoulder going down, and I move my head up. We also talked about here on your hips. You want to go on your hips. Or if he's trying to bridge away, relax. Right? Well, a lot of times they will fall. So you can go ahead and just go straight into that. Or you can sit through. Go there. Again, you kind of land here. So it's just kind of what you want. If you push it. So a lot of times people do this. You're still looking at it. Well, here, see how I'm like rotating my back. Okay. Or if you're trying to go there, relax. Hang the weight on you. Okay. So, once you do that, you get into those spots. We'll go. Same group we're doing. Yeah. So then your left hand will, yeah. Now, just step in for back up. So I would normally be here. It gets that, sometimes even tricky. Yeah.
Same time to do that.
So on that, so then when you add, and I'm not even grabbing my
Now for the arm over, one of the best details we got very firm is hip palm turn it up to your shoulder. And just try and touch your shoulder. Oh, yeah, that's good.
Just keep that head down and sharp. Keep doing that. So like if I'm flat, you know, either one of them. Yeah, just like, well, like that's fine too, but just like that's that direction.
So I want to go, oh, okay.
And then like after. It's so hard to not lean back. You want to lean back a lot, but if they walk through, it's actually right. Try that also. That strip, just be on your hips. Let that now bring yourself forward as
yeah, and then kind of and from here, instead of running something that was small, and you're gonna try and it's already changing the angle. And then you're gonna try and grab your shoulder. That will do the one with got a brief one.
okay, so you Jordan, your hips will be straight back. And as he tries to fall underneath, elbows tight. Collapse your head down. There you go. Okay, guys, fine. So look, the Japanese Alright. Everybody call it an arm triangle, or it's often called an arm over. So yeah, just the same way he was showing it from Mount, you know. I've just been getting it there. And it's kind of like, I always did right next to it. And then over time I added that going underneath it, right? But then I always saw in the first location, Motley would do it by clocking out, and Linker would do it concussive on his hips. So, and I was doing it flat, time, it's like the application is what we talked about today, is kind of discern, and it's like, pick a variation you like, and, okay, let's go over another way to get okay? So here's the idea, people that play half guard are going to get an underhook on. So a great way to do that is like he's got a knee shield here. He slips it through, gets the underhook. So look, as he does this, look how I'm grabbing around his elbow here. Here. Two options. Just figure out they call them two different things in judo. Don't worry about it. You're either gonna grab here, or you're gonna grab here. Or one hand on his arm, one hand on your meat hook, right, and your leg to grab. It's the same one we grab when we do a lot of escapes. Okay? Then too, think about this as like a lat pullback motion, almost like a row. Okay? So I'm going here. I want to take some of that slack out of his shoulder. But look how it's not really relying on my hands. It can be. If he tries to turn in, right? I can head up. Tries to turn away. I don't have to do that as much. I just want to sink some weight down. Okay. So look, I've got knee shield here, and I'm keeping him away. I go for my underhook, and as I do that, boom, knee pass. Very good. Okay, look, he's got the arm in the top. Go to him on the arm. Yes. More chest pressure when you grab that. What you can be doing is this. You're kind of levering up. You can do that. Or two. It's kind of like, I think it's a preference. It's right, or raising that like an E frame. Right? Okay, so that's just a real common thing is that happens. And I don't believe that wizarding is right? Like from half guard to no, it's predicated off of them wizarding. Who cares? So is that the best thing? I don't want the wizard in half for the flat view. So as you get the under, that's the way I see that. Seagull fish.
So this bad boy kind of just
Goldfish.
Look, from here, you're just going to shoot this through the chicken. So you're going to sit up into me, kick this leg straight. Shoot the other way. There you go. And then all I'm going to do is come over.
Let's get that Harry on. Nice. I'm walking. Beautiful. I know she did an offside half guard. I noticed immediately.
Chicken with my hand.
What's that? All right.
Yeah. If I don't do anything.
I got home this morning and watched this
You're
I was like trying not to make the
now.
yeah. And then she comes out and she's like, well, I cried all the and then she
Grab by yourself up.
TV.
Grab down by grab down by his elbows like that. Here and now. Yes, beautiful. Now post your head next to his. Walk your hips up. Put all that weight in your shoulders. Yes, good. Now sit. Yeah, so if you're right knee, you go under.
On this side.
Now what you this is fine for your feet, but add a little weight. And look, so grab his arm, triceps like this, a little better control, or just this, and grab your his arm. Now, kind of see that weight on your elbow. When you do that, yeah, see that, right? It's shit, maybe. Yeah, we don't like that. So just kind of put your head down. Yeah, you can't push your face now. All right, nice.
First one, pull the shoulder down. Grab higher here. I grab that. You're trying to close the way. Until you go with the pressure, and it's like, I had a big dude Saturday I worked with. He's out working doing this now. It was fun.
You could even go.
And then just kind of take the slide. You're going to start pulling this long kind of.
And we got things that you're not making. You're not making any. So there's two ways your legs can be. Without having here. Now the problem with here, right? So you aren't doing that, so you don't have to worry. One one thing we're working on nicely for you. Somebody does so they're can. Just kind of right there. Yeah, you don't want. All right, you're up now. Okay, I'm good. But thank you. So if he does, I'm just going like that. No, that's not hurt my head. If it does, dude, Scott wadded
When we were younger, it's like, no.
Scott wadded me up.
Yeah.
Dude, I was just like,
I'm trying that on mash and that's out. Okay, wait.
have you felt that yet? Kind of low and cool. Of course.
I saw that one day and then I came in here and did it to people and I was like, oh yeah, awesome.
See, make people afraid to take this guy. I'm still cautious about it.
Yeah, but then Chris came through and I did it to Chris. Chris goes, I don't see the touch. And then Kobe had my back. Kobe goes, it always taps me. I was like, that's what I told him. I go, I don't know, it just taps when I do it. He came up and applauded. I said, no. I said, if it don't work, let me know. I said, people will just be nice to me.
You know, my first project,
Great message. It's like Dad saying this.
I'm just like, damn, bro.
Yeah, you can, but it's still.
He's like 20 years old.
Yeah, that's.
He said that wasn't in that story. They came for one time. You know, I was showing something. We got out. Okay, guys. Okay, so I think really, you know, the show is one of the most valuable things to study. You just maintain control of your head, stay. And they do, you know, you catch this guy that has some mobility to it. They are going to move around in the time. Like static. There's a lot going on. Okay? So you need to be able to kind of adapt, sit down, you got to walk back. And they try and turn into you, got to walk forward, around. Let's look, it's that real basic escape, okay? This is one, you know, in judo they classify in two ways. The downhill turn, which is like I turn into you, or the uphill. Okay? So, here's, this is, we will call this a okay? So again, it's that motion we did at the beginning. He's grab, and I'm not pulling him into me. He's already doing that enough. It's I want to raise him up off of this base. He's gonna go forward. And I get into a good cycle. Get out of there. Like, yeah, like a Rocky 3 joint break, like you broke my soul. Like, watch his head go over my head without me even like turning or anything. That's what we're doing. Okay? So again, he's already up a little bit. Do that. Like that. Some weight on me. Like you see, he's kind of pulling things up and forward to do that. I'm like, okay, let's go up and forward. if I have all my weight down, he's not going to do that to this down. And then you guys out the counter. Watch, have all this weight on it. Go to bridge sharp. Right, just drop everything. Right. Yes.
It's just the bridge and off.
Work on one. Oh yes.
When do I try to go for that head on, or if it's, what's the difference? Like, when do I want to have like under the arm and above the arm? For that kiss.
We were just saying, I want the arm, both hands, or the leg. I think you get a little better manipulation of their head when you grab the leg. But some people feel it's tighter when you got both on the arm. Just know both. Figure out like which one works good for you. You know, if I'm wanting to pass the arm over or something, I'm gonna grab my leg, maintain your head to push the arm with this. I can't do this. So leave the arm over.
Are you talking traditional kiss or headless kiss?
Yeah, just like like elbow on the hip or elbow on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Just a preference.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, this is hard to get your back taken. Go around my head. Sometimes you might get your back taken. Right? But those are the two big different tests. Right? So like here. Yeah, got your nose again with the back. Alright. So that's kind of, and there's other reversals. There's shared reversals in both. But, and you know, I feel like headless Kessa, there's less pressure. There's a lot of pressure there still, but around the head, right? That's kind of the key difference. Like, go on. Put your knee into my shoulder a little bit. Now, add weight weird. Yeah, more. Think about like raising your. Not bad. I'll go around my head. Same, do the same thing. Worse, and it's because you know, if your body is a lever, the end of that lever is our head, right? So like you're manipulating me, folding me up over my lung and diaphragm with my own head, right? So yeah, it's a little safer when you have but there's still a lot of the same steps, right? But on top control, this know both of those, and then I thought you were asking whether or not you grab here or here. We were talking about that. You're gonna have here or here. Look. Now watch this. It's a little other. So there's other little modes. A lot of times when McMillan is doing the leg grab, he's doing like this. Right? I know it's terrible. Right? Imagine with like his chest too. Right? I'm doing that a little bit with this. But see, I don't have all those little controls here. Right? It's still a good spot. Great spot. Right? But let's work on that. 1, 2.
No, it's one because she got to step over double arm bar.
Maybe.
Yeah. I want to say it was a miracle.
She did a big Kimura track series.
She does a lot of that where you step over the head stuff.
Yeah.
So I was telling everybody that wanted to work it this weekend to look that up on the website.
grab your own wrist. Now both feet on the floor. And pull her. And then turn. Now, beautiful. See if the top of your bridge is.
Well, if
You can do this.
I think if I keep my weight down, this one's a little tough.
Just any sort of grab. Even if you have to ask her.
Might just stay back. Yeah, grab. This is one you grab. And I wouldn't have to do that. I think. Go ahead. Yeah. That's what he's talking about. Right there. Here. I think about when you bring it, you're gonna bring it straight in time. You're gonna take.
I went slow. I went slow.
Look at that. That was really good. There's a certain point where her balance goes up and her hips just. And you don't feel any of that weight. Yeah, you're going for a ride, and then in that ride, you go.
Hold that headlock. That's a lot of what I should do.
Good for her.
Keep that arm. Well, I'm going to do my right leg. I'm going to try to take my right knee.
Yes.
If I know, if I feel like that, how are you getting the cycle? I was trying to. I always do that process of that armbar nowadays.
You can do that. That time the first time I went to North South, that's what I was doing.
I see what you were saying.
And then a different way. Yeah. Any of that's fine. I'd want to arm right.
Exactly. Show that armbar again.
Yeah. They may hold on to your head.
That's what I'm used to. Is the bigger. That's what I tell a lot of people. This goes harder.
If you don't, that's where they just roll you over after you roll over. There's like one where they're like fighting the Japanese police for the contracts to train the Japanese police, and this dude lands over 20 kilo, like
No.
I want to say
I know. Clean your room.
it
I
like
did.
I'm like,
So don't tell me.
all right, guys, are we getting that? Okay, let's do this. Okay. Here's the thing. Guys, so around that head. Oh, I wish that's really hard.
Yeah.
Hey, most people have a psychological aversion to that. I'm sick. I don't. Alright. You could put me in that Tesla you're talking about. You got and then keep me there. Don't let me stay. Get everything you want. You ready? Whoa.
Grab that leg, yeah.
So, look. Turning in. So, you gotta pull my head up as I go to do that. So, I'm gonna go to turn and you raise this. Oh, yeah. Okay, now, if I go this way, you drop everything. That's how you hold. And then if I'm like doing this, you walk backwards. If I'm doing, and then I got to do that. See some of the parallels with the skate mat and like the neon belly though. All right. This gives you guys a good chance to hold. Also, Sharpie, you get to do it. Okay. Jordan, hold Sharpie down. Just don't let him get out. Set your low, get out. He's applying. But just try and apply anything you learned today and keep that spot as much as possible. You ready? Good.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, go. When he does something, if he tries to turn in, lift his head up. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. That's Yoko Wakari. If you can keep him going over. Yeah. Nice. Good. You just kind of instinctually doing what when we were like, oh yeah, this is Yoko Wakari. That's Yoko Wakari. Oh. And you're like, what's Yoko Wakari? When if you would have pulled him over, that was Yoko Wakari.
You'll catch a lot of people with that.
They call that side separation. Because imagine you're here, puts you off your base. Right? Randy taught Thursday night. Was anybody here for that? Technically, that thing he showed around the head, he sent me a video, I don't know. It's like a full car. We're hip throw. You kind of, it's a reverse. Okay. And kind of an uphill turn. Mm-hmm. All right. Laura, hold Sharpie. Touch your ear. Okay. Good. Okay. Nice. Very good, though. Very good. Hey, so that's, something to think. What do we do when they put that hand in the right? We can put it right behind our head, right? Because here, you're not going to get that sort of Americana that you want. Because if you did, he's out. Right? Now, so but it's the problem when this comes in. Now, here's another thing. You want to come in? Bring your hand in front of my foot. Right? But that head low stops that. It's the base back thing that we've seen multiple times. Okay? Bring out hold Sharpie, not Sharpie, Howard. We don't want any weird rivalries. Fortunately for you, there are no test escapes in the kids' curriculum, Mariana. All right, go. Randy said yes, try and turn. It's that fails. Turn it in and get your elbow to the mat. Bumper forward with your knee under your hip. There you go. That is another way to do that, but you see it's kind of harder, right? But good job. Okay. One thing I really like about every time I trained at Dixon, we did that on whatever thing we were working on. We did it like 2, 3, 4 times. a lesson, right? Where it's like a submission, a position. Okay, they've got your back. Start here, go. And then he just watches everybody work, and then he's like, okay, clearly I don't know this. Like, anyway. But that's just, we saw a lot of different stuff. We did this, weeks back, a little bit before we started the knee on belly stuff, these kinds of rules for 6 weeks or something. All right. Any questions about Kessa before we move on?
To get my shoulders, like if it's tight in there, worse is to get my shoulder to the mat.
It's kind of what I was doing to Gary. So what? Right, but that's what he's having to do. Getting the shoulder.
Getting that down.
See, because the problem is, like, look, that shoulder's facing the floor. And then this is one thing Scott said is the more you crunch in, the easier it is to retract that. Like, look, if I'm just here in this position of work at this shoulder's real heavy. But if I crunch in, I can. Retract. But just a basic idea is going like this. Right? So, knees up, feet up. Yeah, see, you see your arm already there. Now, as you do that, make chin down, everything like that. Let's do that again. There you go. Good. Okay. Get concentrated on escapes and headlock defense. Next. I'm just adding in an escape once a class. It's like we need to concentrate on things for periods of time so you don't just like most academies, most I know, it's like you just do whatever the instructor's in the mood for that day, right? And then you make like 3 years, right? So because there's so much, we're going over this kind of stuff the whole month of June on top. We'll look at escapes in depth next month, and it'll be like, okay, well, we know what we're doing. Talked about some escapes throughout. Now we'll do a deeper dive. We're still talking about that top control. When they're doing this, remember we talked about doing that? Any other questions? Okay. Everybody rolling? I got it. Okay, I'm good. Glad you're here. Yeah. Well, let's do this. We'll do, you guys get to choose. We can do odd man out. We can do a 10-minute round. Or we can do several 3 minutes. What's it gonna be? Gary. Yes. 3 minutes.
She said y'all got maybe pick.